Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi! I'm using some really poop polymer clay and a fake leaf and Pearl powders that I won off Nikki and Nikki and Kirk from Koenig's Creations. That's because I was trying to say it all together. So if you want to see how that turns out, stick around. This is to say thank you to my members, my subscribers, my watchers, my likers, my commenters, my people who watch to the end. You are all awesome beans, and I couldn't do this without any of you because, well, if you weren't watching, what would be the point? But then saying that, this is for my own sanity. Yeah, my sanity. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm using this polymer clay and I'm rolling it out to about 1/2 centimetre, so 0.5 mil. No, 0.5 centimetres. There we go, that'll be right. Tell you, me and numbers don't work. In hindsight, I really could have done with making it thicker. At least 1 centimetre, because things happen. Yeah, you'll spot it later. So you're probably thinking, why am I not using a brush for these Pearl powders, which are lush, by the way, and I mean lush. Although I've yet to try out any other micas, so I may have to do this again. And my cat is now deciding to be a silly moose and walking across my desk. Go away, you little creature. So yeah, but if you can hear crunch sound, she's walking over stuff that she shouldn't be. The brush doesn't actually work as well as your hands. Yeah, you can put it on with the brush, but if you want it to smooth in, use your hands. It just makes it look so nice. And I was watching Billy at BCC Arts, I think that's the channel, and she uses mica and polymer clay to make jewellery, and oh my god, her stuff is stunning. I'll link her channel in my description. I will remember this time, because her stuff is just beautiful. I wish I could do half the stuff she does, but just using this from her is like, wow. It turns cheap polymer clay into magic. Now, I'm using the same colours, but I'm doing it a different way around. And it's surprising how different they look. And when I've put the colours on, I'll start flipping it about like a lunatic, because I was just like, oh my, that's beautiful. I like that. I must look at it more and more. So yeah, I do faff. I mean, look at that. I have got my rings on. Did I get messy lines in it? Yeah, but they're easy enough to smooth out. Usually I only use my fingertips anyway, but I've just got right in there. And for some reason, I went all the way around the edges, and I didn't need to, because I'm going to cut it in a minute. And obviously I'm not wasting anything, so I took it off my tile. And that tile was actually a piece of art that was on the wall. It was a gift from my mum, and it fell off. The back came off. It's cracked, well, it's broken the corner. I thought, I'm not chucking it. It'd be great for using it as my, what do we call it? Clay work. So there we go. I mean, look, I'm flipping it. It's like, why did this look different? It's the same colours. And of course I've got it all over my hand, so I've ended up smudging the other side onto this side, but it's still different. This one's, well, they're very autumn colours. They're beautiful. And yeah, I've got it all on my hand. Bit of soap and water got it off, no problem. It did stain for a little minute, but like I said, water and soap sorted that right out. But saying that, who wouldn't want to be that colour? I mean, oh my god, they're beautiful. So yeah, now I'm using my leaf, which I have to hold down because it's one of those that pops back up again. And I'm going to use my craft knife. I'm just pushing it down a little bit to get those vines to imprint. And I'm going to use my craft knife to cut around the leaf. I'm not going to be super perfect about it. I'm just going to roughly cut around. So you still got the illusion of the leaf, it's just not perfect. I didn't want perfect anyway, because if I were going to go for perfect, I'd have drawn the line first, nice and neat, and then gone round it all. But you don't need it. I mean, I didn't even realise I was slightly off with this side. But again, leaves aren't perfect, you don't need it to be perfect. And this is just me trialling out the Pearl-Ex powders on the actual clay. And yeah, I love them. Check out Koenig's channel, because they have a discount code for Jacquard, I think it is, and that's where the Pearl-Ex powders are. So if you're wanting any of these, get yourself a discount, go onto their channel, find it there, because they are stunning. And I mean stunning. They're actually that stunning, I'm considering getting some more when I can. So, and if I don't like something, I'll tell you. I don't hide the fact I don't like something. You only get honest from me. And like I said, it just looked beautiful. And I'm going to continue to go around the leaf, just generally, not perfectly. And once that's been cut, I'm going to put it over the top of something. Now, it's a bit of a joke. If you get it, then it's funny. If you don't, then you probably just think I'm mental. But you'll see where it is in a minute. I mean, I'm mental anyway, but that's not the point. But I'm just smoothing it out just a little bit. Although I do like the little bumpiness on it. But I wanted to just make sure that my lines were deep enough and just like the rest of them. So it all was very uniform. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, uniform. So there are no thin bits and they all had the same depth. And I just can't stop playing with it. I mean, look at me. I'm just rubbing the heck out of it. Just having a little faff about. And I'm just using my ball stylus just to get down the nooks and crannies. And again, hindsight, I really should have made it thicker. If I'd have made it thicker, then it wouldn't do what it's going to do. Now, I could have lied to you and said it all worked out absolutely fantastic. But it didn't. So, here is the joke. It's a door handle. A door knob. So it's a knob. But I didn't like the one with the A on it. So I decided to use the plain one, because I didn't want the imprint of the A on it. And yes, I have got this the wrong way round. Yeah. I wanted the leaf print on the inside, not the outside. But you can see it's slightly tearing. Just slightly. Which I hadn't noticed at the time. So I need to just give it a bit of a press down on the bottom, just to get a base, because I want it to be able to stand up and not just roll over. And all I do is press it down onto my tile, and then I've got my base. And I'll bake it in the oven. My little mini oven. I love my mini oven. It's just right behind me, and it's like, let's put this in you today. I do like it. It really is the best thing ever. Now, yeah, it broke. Have I glued it together? Yes. You can see with the crack. It's not so bad on the top, but the bottom, terrible. But I can put a little bit of cork on the bottom to hide that. Now, I'm using UV resin to give it a rained on effect. Now, we all know resin won't go where resin hasn't been. Now, if you put this on really, really thinly, it kind of separates because it's not got enough to keep it together. So as it separates, it leaves little blobs behind. And because I'm coating it all, the blobs aren't too big, they're just the right size. It makes it look like raindrops. And I noticed I'd done this on another project and I really liked it, and I thought, that'll work well on here. I mean, yeah, if I'd have polymer clayed it, if I'd have UV'd it so it was thicker, it would have just looked like one nice shiny coat. But I like the raindrop effect. It's really pretty. I mean, you can't really see it there because it's still not separated because it's pooling at the minute. But once it's spread out really thin and you leave it before you cure, it separates lovely and makes nice little droplets. I'm currently using it now for little bits and bobs. I really need to stop making trinket trays actually, because I've got little bits and bobs everywhere. It's getting a bit daft, to be honest. I've got to stop saving little bits and bobs. But they all come in handy. I'm hoarding, but at least the tiny stuff that I'm hoarding. Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself. It's like with animals, I seem to be hoarding animals too. I don't know if you can see it there. It's not close enough, I don't think, for you to see. But I'm using the super glue to put these on. I did these as spares for the dragon trinket tray, which is now underneath one of my pen holders, so I can rotate nicely. And, excuse me, I'm using these just to cover that crack. It don't look bad after I put these on. In fact, it looks quite cute. I like this. It's sweet, very autumnal. But I have definitely learned from it. Definitely needs to be thicker. Or maybe if I use air dry clay instead of polymer clay, it'll be stiffer and not so easy to break. Now, the edges where I've cut it are still like a bluey colour. I don't know whether I should have left it, but I use this gold to go around the edges to tie it all in. And again, I'm still thinking, should I have left that as a contrast, like I do with the leaves are a contrast? But then the leaves and the sides don't match. So if you're going to do contrast, you really want it to match, and it doesn't. At least that's in my head anyway. What do you think? Should I have left it? Or should I have done what I'm doing now, which is putting the gold on? I do like this gold. Cheapo from Aldi or Lidl, still can't remember which one. If it ever comes in again, I am snaffling that stuff. It's beautiful. It goes on nicer with your fingers though, I've noticed, rather than a brush. A bit like the mica. It goes on better with your fingers. Oh, look at that, it's so shiny. I did have to put 2 coats on because I've used the brush. Now if I'd have used my finger, I wouldn't have had to. I don't understand why. But I couldn't get down into those little spaces in the corners and stuff, so I had to use a brush. You can see I'm trying to get right into that leaf, but there's no way I'd have been able to get my finger down there. So I'm just going to go all the way around it, finish it off. I don't show the second coat on camera, because we don't need to see the second coat, it's just the same thing over again. And I do think, yeah, I'm going to have to try this one again, putting clay, air dry clay, I think. I've actually got some wood stuff that April sent me. I'm going to use that actually for Saturday's video, which is going to be the bad fairy that's caught in the potion bottle. I haven't done the story yet.
of unicorn and midnight hue.
Yeah, story. I haven't finished it yet either. So, push me a bit. I think I might need it. But I'm also going to check the craft room. Craft room. I got that look. It's a craft room. Because since I'm in the new chair, which is so comfortable, thank you so much everybody. Oh my god. It's the bee's knees. It heats, it massages, it gives me full comfort. My knees aren't crowded up because they're on the floor, and it also leans back. Oh, it's just slightly bigger than my old chair, so it doesn't swivel round in this little space I've got, so I've got to turn myself around and, yeah, get it to work again. Thank you so much. So from that and that to that, and it's useful. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you got all the way to the end, you are the best beans ever, and I love you all. Bye bye.